Ist das Ding an? Ich glaube ja. Ey, Mann, cool. So, dann können wir starten. Das finde ich super. Herzlich willkommen im Jahre 2008. Ich darf euch begrüßen. Mein Name ist Patrick. Die meisten Freunde, die ich habe, nennen mich aber Bifi. Ey, voll cool. Ich hab's rechtzeitig geschafft, Gott sei Dank noch von der Uni. Uff, das war echt haarscharf. Oh, guck mal, der Mathe ist auch schon da. Hallo Mathe. Cool. Der Chat geht also auch. Geil, ESC, super geil. Ne? Und ja, wir gucken uns heute quasi, wir schreiben den 15. Juli 2008, wir gucken uns nämlich die Pressekonferenz von Nintendo an, die in wenigen Minuten starten soll. Das wird mega cool, glaube ich. Und ich hoffe, die Technik spinnt nicht so rum wie letztes Jahr. Letztes Jahr war das ein bisschen. Und danach werden wir auch noch ein bisschen was spielen. Weil ich habe von irgendeinem maskierten Mann so eine schwarze Konsole bekommen. So wie letztes Jahr. Ne? Und der hat mir dann direkt einen Stick gegeben und gesagt, hier ist der neue Kram drauf. Ey, bisschen. Ganz, ganz komisch. Ganz, 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 ganz komisch. Irgendwie läuft das hier noch nicht so toll. So. Jetzt sollte es aber laufen. Herrlich. Ja, das ist halt die alte Technik, ne? Das ist halt noch der alte Rechner. 3 Gigahertz, Pentium 4. Ja, der simuliert nämlich noch einen zweiten Kern. Warum auch immer. Mit stolzen 1 oder 2 Gigabyte RAM. Ich bin gerade überlegen. Ich glaube, es sind 2 mal 1 Gigabyte RAM-Stücke drin. Und eine Grafikkarte, wo der Lüfter ausgefallen ist. Deswegen steht das Ding auf dem Kopf. Sau cool, aber als Student kann man sich halt nichts leisten. Egal, wir starten Richtung Pressekonferenz, denn ich höre schon, es geht los. Geil, ich freue mich drauf. Live React 2008, Nintendo Pressekonferenz wird sehr cool. Oh, ich höre schon was? Nee, machen wir die andere Perspektive, die ist besser. Ja, man sollte auch den Ton einschalten. So. Ein bisschen zu laut, machen wir runter. Perfekt. Ja. Und ich sollte mir selber nicht so viel aufs Ohr drücken. So. 8 Gigabyte? Was ist denn das? Ist das ein RAM-Speicher? War bestimmt schweineteuer. Aber wird ja billiger. RAM-Preise sinken ja wie Sau. Ja, aber wie gesagt, Nintendo Pressekonferenz 2008. Ne? Und ich bin auch frisch umgezogen. Wenn man sieht, ich habe eine grüne Wand. Ich habe nur noch keine Ahnung, wie das mit dem Greenscreen funktioniert. Aber ist nicht schlimm. Machen wir so, aber... Ja, gut, okay. Nintendo hat es halt geschafft, letztes Jahr mit der Wii, mit Wii Fits und so. Das ist schon geil. Richtig casualisiert, damit jeder zocken kann. Voll toll. Ich habe noch keine. Bin sehr gespannt drauf. Das ist eine Grafikkarte. 8 Gigabyte. Nee, kann nicht sein. Das ist wahrscheinlich auch von irgendeinem so Schürzjäger aus der Zukunft oder so. Kaffee am Morgen vertreibt Kummer und Sorgen. Herrlich. We promise to keep the world smiling. Oh, so wie letztes Jahr im Kodiak Theater. Das ist schön. Kami Dunaway? Ach, das ist doch hier. Okay. Die kennt man noch gar nicht, glaube ich. Oh je.
My name is not Reggie. But these days I do have a lot in common with my boss. We're both having a lot of fun. I mean, how can you not be happy when your job every day is to get up and think about video games? In fact, just like the couple you saw in the opening video, I can't stop smiling. Now, of course, as a mom, it helps to be at a company like Nintendo.
Ja, ich höre gerade, gibt ein kleines Soundproblem schon. Das ist ein bisschen doof. Aber läuft.
And not just because you bring me all the video games. Now, how could that not put a smile on my face? I can also testify that playing video games is probably a safer way to impress your kids than some other things I've tried. Now, for example, here I am at Whistler this winter trying out snowboarding. And I thought that that made me a really cool mom. At least until the last run of the day.
Aber so soundmäßig ist das, glaube ich, okay, ne?
Freak occurrence, certainly nothing to do with my lack of coordination. The fates pushed me right off my board, and I landed with full body weight right on my left wrist.
Au.
Short story, the ground won, my wrist lost. And I can tell you, it is one long ride down the mountain when you're being pulled by the ski patrol. What I discovered that day is that snowboarding is really a lot harder than it looks. But the fact is, I don't like a smile taken off my face for anything. And I also really don't like giving up. So, I decided that as a snowboarder, all I really needed was a little help from a friend. A really talented friend. And I'm smiling again today because I think I've found the perfect answer.
What the f... Dum, eins Menü, super. Ist das Shaun White? Oh my. Ja, Shaun White Snowboarding. Für Wii Balance Board. Aber der ist auch nicht gut drin. Er soll lieber in der Realität spielen. Ja, aber das Wii Balance Board ist auch noch gar nicht so alt. Ich habe ja hier letztes Jahr auf der Games Convention in Leipzig habe ich das anspielen dürfen. Das ist schon top. Jo, Tatsache. Okay.
How are you?
Oh, Sean, it looked like you were having a blast.
Yeah,
Sorry
I'm
about
having
that
fun.
fall.
I know. I was warming up.
Oh, okay. Now, I understand from the guys at Ubi that they developed this game from the ground up to really take advantage of the new balance board from Wii.
Well,
How'd it
yeah,
feel?
I mean, you know, once we put the board involved, it just enhances the gameplay. I mean, for me, it's
Na gut,
so
haut mich jetzt noch nicht vom Hocker. Ich hätte mir doch lieber mal noch was anderes gewünscht.
just like on the game.
Aber während die da quatschen, ich hoffe, die zeigen mal neues F-Zero oder Star Fox. Das wäre mega.
I mean, a lot of the stuff for me was just kind of describing what it's like for me. Because when I'm up in the air, I see a totally different
Holst du
view
dir ein Brett?
than everybody else
Ich
gets
brauche
to
erstmal
see.
eine
So I
Wii,
had that input
aber
and,
ja, so ein
and I
Wii
was
Fit
told how the
Balance
mouse
Board.
should look and how it's fun.
Ja gut, jetzt hier in der neuen Hütte habe ich ein bisschen Probleme hier richtig geil abzugehen. Man braucht ja schon ein bisschen Platz. Also das hat man bei der Gamescom auch schon gemerkt so. Aber ich warte erst mal ab, was es noch so für Titel gibt. Also wie gesagt, das Shaun White Snowboarding, das war jetzt so, das ist so Grabbelkistenspiel in ein paar Jährchen. So, jetzt versucht sie das. Sie hat sich doch schon beim Snowboarden hingelegt mit der Hand.
Let's do the half pipe.
Oh man, that's your event, right? I've never done
Oh,
this.
you are me right now.
Okay. Oh, I'm you. Okay, I'll try to do so.
Alright, there you go. That's a method. I mean,
Okay.
just the view from the camera. They're so
Ui.
cool.
Sieht aber ziemlich...
Alright.
Er ist halt Wii-Grafik, ne? Ist jetzt halt keine Xbox 360 oder PS3 mit
I should get some
HD. Anleihen ist halt auch nur ein modifizierter Gamecube, aber sieht spaßig aus.
Oh, you got it. There you go.
Aber ich glaube, so sollte man nicht auf den Wii Fit Balance Board stehen, wie gerade
Aim
sehen.
down the wall. There you go. See, the more you go down the wall, the faster you go and the bigger you go out. It's just like for me in real life. Yeah, that was tasty.
Yeah. Is that you?
Hell yeah. Nice run.
That's
All
how
right.
it's done.
All right. Woo.
Yeah.
That's not bad. 1,000 points. All right,
Okay.
That didn't hurt my wrist. Sean, thank you so much. It was great
Thanks
fun.
for
Really
having me.
appreciate you
For
being
sure.
here.
See you guys.
Ja. See you too, Sean.
Now, all of you can have as much fun as I just had, making your own runs down.
Ja,
when
muss
this
man
game
ausprobieren.
arrives,
Nur ich weiß
exclusively
schon nicht,
for
ob ich
Wii
dieses Jahr auch
while you're
nochmal
in.
nach Leipzig fahre. Ich glaube, das
Now,
wird
if
nichts.
everyone would please welcome me in joining Nintendo's global president, Mr. Satoru Iwata.
Oh, Satoru Iwata. Ich mag den Typen. Das wird noch ein ganz großer.
And good morning.
Ja, guten Morgen.
I think everyone recognizes that a big change, actually a true paradigm shift, has taken place in the global game market. 5 years ago, in May 2003, I addressed E3 for the first time as a president of Nintendo. I still vividly recall that day. Because I knew almost everyone attending held a pessimistic view about Nintendo's future. That period was not enjoyable, but I knew that people were just
Mein Altrechner macht
using
komische
what
Geräusche.
seems
Ich
to
hab
be a
Schiss, dass er mir
common
gleich
sense view
hochgeht.
of the video game market. I must admit that even Nintendo employees could not have imagined that 5 years later, the market would have responded so quickly that we could be selling millions of
Ja, der rödelt ganz schön. Aber hey, soll schon was heißen, wenn der Rechner auf dem Kopf steht. Ist halt eine Radeon 9800 XL oder XT, so ein Aldi-Produkt. Wird irgendwann Zeit für ein neuer. Wobei für Studium wäre vielleicht ein Laptop gar nicht mal so schlecht.
Today, I'd like to spend a few minutes to discuss what has really changed in this new paradigm. First, we are now selling games which can sell steadily for a long period of time. In the past, it seemed impossible to expect any software to sell for 2 years or 3 years. But titles like Nintendo's and Brain Age are doing just that.
Ja,
Also,
stimmt. Die kamen
Super
auch gut
Mario
an, die
Brothers
DS-Spiele.
and Mario Kart DS.
Und Mario Kart macht echt Spaß. Erst recht mit dem Feature, dass man nur eine Cartridge braucht und dann halt pro Spieler halt einen DS.
Seems
Das ist
to be
toll.
evergreens. This, I think, is a really big change.
Nee, lass mal. Wie gesagt, der Rechner, der ist so alt. Ich weiß noch nicht mal, ob das Mainboard das noch hält. Brauchst du nicht. Ist Blödsinn.
Players only seek new titles with more gorgeous looking graphics and more
Erst recht 2
sophisticated
Gigabyte. Wow. Wie gesagt, die alte Möhre hat
Of course,
512
I
MB.
myself am aware that great numbers of game players around the world do demand increasingly gorgeous games. And we at Nintendo continue to challenge ourselves to meet these needs. Today, I want to let you know that our internal team, which creates Mario games, and the one that make Zelda games, are both hard at work. They will bring new titles to Wii. On the other hand, it is also true that games with new concepts like Wii Sports and Wii Fit have received support from many customers for entirely different reasons.
Ja gut, das sind halt auch die Spiele, die dafür sorgen, dass halt auch eine Großmutter oder auch eine Mutter, sagen wir jetzt einfach mal, oder ein Vater, mit einer an der Konsole spielen und rumhampeln. Das ist halt ein super Konzept gewesen.
Third, certainly the user base has expanded. Take a look at this picture. Or
Ja,
what about this one?
sag's ja. Das ist
Before,
der Wahnsinn.
our common sense view of the video game market was too limited. Now we have learned that intuitive interface can help attract those who never considered video games before. And audience expansion brings a related effect. it has changed the seasonal nature of video game hardware sales. Game systems used to be purchased more often as a gift item during the holidays. Today, game hardware systems are more likely purchased by people for themselves.
Ich weiß gar nicht, Mathe, hast du eine Wii oder einen DS?
Recently in Europe, consumers are buying more than 200,000 Nintendo DS units a week, as if every week were a holiday week. Here in America, players have bought an average of 700,000 Wii systems over the last 3 months, a level typically not seen outside of November and December.
NES Mini.
Finally,
Okay.
in a very unexpected way, we are seeing
Den NES
a new
kleiner
form
gemacht.
of social interaction.
Dann hast du den ja gecase-moddet.
Last year, I said
Also
that
regulär kann man keinen
we'd
NES
like
Mini
to
im Jahre
destroy
2008
the
kaufen.
psychological barrier
Also ich habe meinen da hinten
that
stehen.
exists between gamers and
Ich kann mir nicht
non-gamers.
vorstellen, dass man den kleiner machen kann.
Wii
Aber vielleicht mit
Sports
Case-Modding.
and Wii Play showed this was possible, but alone they were
Aber cool.
not enough to prove
Nee,
general.
ich kenne keinen NES Mini.
Mario Kart
Ist
Wii
mir nicht bekannt. Also ich kenne
is
viele
really
Case-Modding-Geschichten,
more
womit
of
man
these
einen Super
conversations.
Nintendo richtig schön designen kann, aber
But
kleiner
maybe
machen?
the strongest evidence
Stell ich mir schwierig vor,
comes
muss man ja die
from
Platine
Nintendo
auseinandernehmen und eventuell falten oder so, keine Ahnung.
While it is available on
Wie gesagt,
many
2008.
the Wii version is
Geil wäre es, wenn man
outstanding
so eine
to others.
SD-Karte so in so eine Cartridge reinpacken kann und dann in Super Nintendo reinstecken kann und
We believe
ROMs abspielen kann.
there
ROMs
is
gibt's ja wie
progress
Sau.
being made in destroying the psychological barrier. But now, with a new paradigm, what can we expect next? Even if it is revolutionary, sooner or later, people will become tired of a new form
Okay.
of entertainment.
Dann kommst du ja auch aus der
This
Zukunft.
happens faster when others try to reproduce
Aber kann nicht
the
sein.
initial change.
Kann ja nicht sein, dass der Chat ein interdimensionales Tor
Then-
hat.
What seemed fresh inevitably will be lost.
Wollen wir gleich mal angucken, die
For
Links.
all of us in the video game industry, there is danger in standing still. Common sense is not enough, but there are answers. Personally, I believe we must find more ways for players to feel engaged, different ways for them to be enriched, even with interactions we would not call games. And most of all, the overall experience from our products must be increased enthusiasm. Unfortunately, all this is much easier to say than do. So, let me conclude by saying that we at Nintendo always challenge ourselves to be pioneer in forming new paradigms. We seek fresh surprises, and I hope you will enjoy the ones we have for you today. The first one fits with a larger social trend we all see, with consumers acting as creators and then sharing their work. Certainly, we are not the only ones to think along these lines. But we believe Nintendo can add something different, engage players in new ways. So, thank you for your attention this morning, and please take a moment to
War
consider
anstrengend.
how
Aber
Mr.
interessant.
Katsuya Eguchi is bringing creativity and community together in a key holiday release. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Also kommt jetzt noch was. Bin ich mal gespannt.
I became a game designer because
Katsuya
ever since I was a
Eguchi.
child, I loved playing video games.
Oh Gott.
As
Animal
far as how I
Crossing?
came up with the idea for Animal Crossing, What I thought was to create a field where the players could
Na gut, es kam auf
communicate
den
with each
DS
other.
gut an.
I wanted to create a software
Ja gut, mit dem
where
Gamecube
players
hat's
could feel
angefangen,
like they are playing
wobei im
together,
japanischen Raum
even
kennt man
if
auch
they
den
are playing at
N64-Teil.
different times.
Ah, kommt auch für die Wii. Toll. City Folk. Okay. Ob der Titel wohl eingedeutscht wird?
The town is where you live and do the things you like.
Das sieht ziemlich gut
There
aus.
are no required goals, and the players are free to do things their own way. I think the players really feel like the world is happening in real time. Even when you are not playing the game, the animals in the world of Animal Crossing get up in the morning.
Ich habe noch nie einen Animal Crossing Teil gespielt. Das könnte mein erster sein.
Really feel like you are visiting
mir dann eine Wii kaufe. Ich
realistic
finde das recht
world
cool.
with a 24-hour clock year round.
Cool.
The city is a brand new place to explore in the Wii version of Animal Crossing. There is an auction site where you can see items that are for sale. Of course, you can also put up your own items for sale. There is a Happy Room Academy where you can find out what other players are doing.
Okay.
You can visit the famous fashion designer, Gracie, at her store. You can also go to Harriet's beauty salon, where you can change your hairstyle, or even choose to put on a mask and look like you're me. Of course, the key to Animal Crossing is communication.
Ja, cool.
And there are some exciting advances. For one thing, you can write letters to other players and attach pictures to them. You can
Das ist
send
cool.
them not just to other towns, but to the Wii message board,
To Reggie.
or to friends' cell phones
Was in diesem
and
Brief steht.
computers.
My body is ready.
But the biggest news is a special new microphone option called Wii Speak. It's not a singular headset, but a community microphone that lets every person in a room talk with another room for players anywhere in the world.
Hey guys. Hello. Hey guys,
We
what's up?
speak.
For example, for today's main event, we are having a fishing contest.
You guys are in major trouble.
You can catch different fish depending on the season.
Oh man, I'm out of practice.
I didn't know you were practicing.
Oh, this is terrible.
Waiting for it
Oh,
to
man.
bite. Waiting,
Got it.
waiting. Got it.
Oh, that one's mine.
Das ist ja cool.
You can
Also
really
kann man
get
mit
a
3
sense
Freunden
of the
zusammen
personality
eine
of the player.
Stadt besuchen und dort
For example,
Abenteuer leben.
when you go to someone's
Gab's das nicht
town,
schon
you
in
can
dem DS
see
Teil?
how
Ich
they
weiß das nicht.
decorate their room, or if it is neat or messy. It's also fun to see how they have set up their town because it tells you what kind of person they are, and I think that's really fun. It makes me happy to hear stories of people who are able to talk with their friends, or even able to make new ones. Looking ahead, I want players to continue to be able to have the freedom to create their own worlds, to be able to communicate with others in a variety of ways, and to share the world they have created, and to have a place where the players can connect with each other.
Ja, cool. Gut, es ist jetzt kein F-Zero oder ein Star Fox, aber cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
hat schöne
the
Online-Features,
President and
das
Chief
finde ich echt
Operating
cool.
Officer for Nintendo of America, Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Oh, jetzt kommt der Reginator. Yes.
Good morning.
Oh, das sieht gut aus.
When I last talked to you from an E3 stage,
Ach, hallo Druide.
I
Schön,
closed
dass du
by
eingeschaltet
saying
hast.
that we at Nintendo were pleased, but not close to being satisfied. With Animal Crossing on its way to Wii by the end of this year, complete with the Wii Speak option, Of course we're pleased. And in a larger sense, we're even more pleased with our marketplace momentum. After all, in May, according to the NPD data, lifetime sales in the US for Wii hardware.
Okay, jetzt kommt noch jede Menge Analyse. Ja, aber führt zu einer Pressekonferenz einfach dazu.
DS surpassed 20 million.
10
And the
Millionen
sales of
Systeme.
these two game devices
Die Wii
alone
ist, glaube ich, jetzt
now combine to represent more than
meine 2
$5
Jahre
billion
alt.
at retail just in the US. But despite all this, we're no closer to being satisfied. That's because there are still tens of millions of people around the world ready to get into the game that we all love. And at the same time, there are millions of us veteran gamers hungry for what's next. At
Kann ich mir gut
Nintendo,
vorstellen.
we want to fill both those needs. Let me begin with a little marketplace perspective, and I promise I'll keep this short.
Ja, bitte.
Here are lifetime global hardware unit sales
Wow.
for the last iteration of each major
Der
platform.
DS geht aber gut ab.
The biggest bar belongs to Nintendo DS.
Nice.
By the end of our current fiscal year, next March, we expect that total DS worldwide sales will grow to almost 100 million systems. Focusing on DS here in America, annual sales have ramped up each year. Now,
Wow.
some people still cling
Not bad.
to previous expectations for product cycles, and consequently thought that 2007 would be the peak year for DS. However, it still represents better than 2 out of every 3 handhelds sold here in America. And so far, in 2008, DS sales here in the US are running another 12% ahead of last year's record. Hardware sales are always driven by key software franchises. And this spring, that key franchise was Pokemon. Sales of the
Ja, gut.
companion Mystery Dungeon series sold through more than 600,000 copies in just 6 weeks. This grows
Nicht schlecht.
lifetime total sales for all Pokemon titles to 180 million. The arrival of games like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games have pushed total DS software sales
Ja,
in
gut, Mario
America
und Sonic Olympic Games, das ist
29%
halt,
ahead of
ne, ich
last
glaube,
year.
da werden wir noch in 10 Jahren drüber reden.
Now,
Das ist eine eierlegende
Later this
Wollmilchsau.
week, we believe the June NPD data may show that the back and forth battle between Wii and DS as America's best-selling game system may have shifted for the moment back to DS. In no small part, it's due to those evergreen titles Mr. Iwata mentioned. We began running a TV campaign in May targeting females, featuring celebrity endorsements. Within weeks, unit sales for titles like the Brain Age games, Nintendogs, Super Mario Brothers at least doubled. To repeat, there seems to be an unlimited number of people out there just looking for a way to get into our game. For
Ach,
Wii,
Andreas.
the
Hello.
sales trajectory
Schön, dass
is
du eingeschaltet
climbing
hast.
even steeper. This chart shows comparative system sales. The blue bars represent the first 12 months in the market, and the yellow bars represent sales from year 1 through month 19. It's here, beyond the realm of the early adopters, where Wii demonstrates how its historic
krass.
sales pace is actually
Die Wii
increasing.
überholt doch glatt noch die PS2.
When
Krass.
those June NPD numbers are released on Thursday, we will not be surprised if Wii becomes the best-selling console in this generation in America, just as
kann
it
echt
already
passieren, ja.
has on a worldwide basis. Now, you all know about the popularity of Wii hardware, But perhaps not as widely appreciated is the story for Wii software. It's exactly the same. Again, no system has ever sold more games during its first 19 months of availability.
Ja gut, es gibt aber für die Wii auch schon verdammt viele Spiele, sowohl First- als auch Third-Party-Titel. Und viele sind davon auch exklusiv durch die Motion Control. Es ist halt eine Casual-Konsole. Und trotzdem super.
On one hand, we made sure we leveraged our well-known stable of stars early in the generation to satisfy and reassure veteran gamers.
Da muss man überlegen, letztes Jahr kam Metroid Prime 3 und Super Mario Galaxy raus.
Beginning with Wii Sports
Aber es wird mal wieder
and
Zeit für was
continuing with
Neues.
Wii Fit that made even confirmed non-gamers stand up and take notice. But now a new dynamic is emerging. Having passed a year and a half in the market, our creative third-party partners are finding success with Wii.
Das sind ganz
To
schön
date,
viele.
19 different third-party games on Wii have exceeded sales of 400,000 units in America alone. And those titles come from 11 different publishers. The wonderful thing
Namhafte
about
Namen
this
auf jeden
trend
Fall.
is that there are almost as many strategies on how to attack Wii development as there are different developers and publishers
sehen, ey.
making those
T2,
decisions. For
Konami,
example,
EA, Capcom,
you might ask, if this is the platform that will be dominated by
Disney
new
und
kinds
LucasArts,
of casual
kann man nicht
games,
meckern.
or is this the place to use the unique forms of Wii interface to freshen up even the most legendary IP? Or is this the ideal spot for new franchises with obvious core appeal that set new standards for a genre? Well, the correct answer is all of the above. The Wii library continues to grow far faster than other current consoles, and there'll be dozens and dozens of new titles arriving in the coming months. The truth is, there's no way today we can give you even a quick glimpse of everything that's on its way. So instead, we've chosen to limit our preview to just 3 new games that take very different approaches to the interface options available on Wii.
Warum reden die gerade über die Wii? Ja, wir reden hier vom Jahr 2008. Was für eine Konsole willst du denn sonst da präsentieren? GameCube? Der GameCube ist tot. Ah, guck mal, es wird ein neues Spiel gezeigt. Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Skywalker is the Republic's only hope.
Ja. Okay. Das funktioniert.
This is where the fun begins.
Okay, also kommt doch in diesem Jahr. Das ist doch schön. Ah, die Rabbits. Der dritte Teil, also schon TV Party. Ja, davon werden wir auch noch Jahre reden. Ach, das ist... Ach du Scheiße. Surfen auf einem Bügelbrett. Okay. Ja, gut, halt Rabbits. Da werden wir auch noch jede Menge Teile von sehen, glaube ich. Da kann Ubisoft noch ordentlich melken. Ah, ein Call of Duty Teil für die Wii. Cool. Ja gut, nicht zu vergleichen mit den aktuellen Konsolen, das sieht natürlich da ein bisschen schnieker aus, aber kann man nicht meckern. Ah, und unterstützt auch den Sag mal schnell. Ich habe den Namen von der Lightgun vergessen. Ist aber nicht schön. Schön, dass es unterstützt wird. Und schön, dass das Ding auch einen Koop-Modus hat. Ja. Schöne Third-Party-Titel. Also,
As you can see, Wii creativity is mushrooming, but that's only half of our software story.
Wir wollen doch hier ein bisschen First-Party sehen.
What we've just seen are games that reside in your living room. But what about the games that travel with you? Every year,
Coming Soon heißt
portable games
2019.
take a
Bitte
bigger
nicht.
bite of the total software pie.
Keiner will, glaube ich, auf
What's
ein Call of
driving
Duty
this
10 Jahre
growth
warten.
are new
Oder
players.
mehr als 10 Jahre warten.
Who are they?
Das wird irgendwann
Well, here's a
2008 kommen.
In
Das rede ich auch schon von der
2005,
Zukunft, Blödsinn.
30% of all DS recipients were female. Now, recipients are defined as those who either bought a DS for themselves or asked for and received one as a gift. By 2006, the percentage of female players jumped to 46%.
Nicht schlecht.
And last year,
Oh Mann, ey, mein
it
Rechner läuft ganz schön
almost
heiß.
reached exact parity
Der Kontrollmonitor,
with
der
males.
sagt schon, ich kann ein Ei drauf braten. Nice.
The DS appeal
Meint ja 2009,
is
ja, kein
universal.
Problem. Die einen schleicht sich dann
And
einfach
that
heimlich
appeal
rein.
is apparent with our third-party hits as well.
Wie geht's?
Activision
Sehr gut,
reports
Novi.
that the current
Sehr, sehr
DS
gut. Schön, dass du
version
eingeschaltet
of
hast.
Guitar Hero
Immer diese
on
Zukunft,
Tour
ja, furchtbar.
sold
Oh,
300,000
Guitar Hero on Tour.
copies in America in just its first week.
Boah.
And now,
Ja,
an
stimmt.
even more
Aber es ist interessant, dass
imaginative
das wirklich
interpretation of the franchise
sich so gut
called
verkauft hat.
On Tour Decades is on the way.
Hm.
The DS is also the only gaming dedicated platform where you'll find Will Wright's Spore this year. We think both of these titles deserve a closer
Spore.
look.
Das ist doch ein EA-Ding, glaube ich, oder? Ja. Oh wei.
So this fall, we're going to be bringing Guitar Hero On Tour Decades, and with it, brand new innovation to the platform. For the first time, players will be able to song share between versions of the game.
Song sharing is a feature that allows me to take my version of
Guitar Hero, ey, das wird auch gemolken wie Sau.
meet up with a friend or a relative who has a different version of Guitar Hero on Tour, like Guitar Hero on Tour Decades, and we can share our songs with each other.
The innovation of the guitar grip, really allowed us to bring a tactile experience coupled with the touchscreen mechanics of strumming with a pick stylus.
But additionally, the DS has the microphone, the dual screen, its portable nature. All of these aspects add to the unique experience that you get on the Nintendo DS.
Spore is this epic journey, and it's all about
Okay,
sort of
Spore
evolving your
Creatures. Also ich weiß,
creature
dass
in
Spore
this world
eigentlich für den
that
PC
we're on.
rauskam
With the
und sowas
Nintendo
ähnliches wie
version of
Sims.
the
Das ist ja von
game, it is a unique
Maxis.
and different design. We focused more on the creature game for the Nintendo
Spore
DS.
Creatures, okay.
One of the things that was important
ist
to
das
us when
jetzt?
we designed the game for the Nintendo DS was to really hit on those core elements that are really about Spore,
Ah,
which is
okay.
player creativity and that sharing. With the Nintendo DS, not only were we able to sort of take advantage of the stylus, so we could create this creature creator that's
Boah, mit
so
dem
easy and
FAT
intuitive to use. You
DS,
just drag parts from the parts
Capture-Station,
panel
ey.
over onto your
Oh.
creature and add to it. The other thing about Spore
So einen hätte ich auch gerne.
on the PC that we moved over to the DS was the ability to share your creations. When you share your creatures with your friends, those creatures not only appear in your zoo, but they can also show up in the game. You can decide to befriend them with your own creature. So you kind of get your own little posse going with your friends' creatures, and it can really help you out in gameplay. The DS is really attractive for game designers and game makers because it gave the opportunity to open up and sort of say, hey, we can design a little bit differently. This audience is really responding to it.
Ist doch schick, aber ich brauche noch was. Also bisher bin ich nicht
Now,
so
in
begeistert
addition to
gerade.
these great exclusives, I can add one more piece of launch news.
Oh,
The next invasion of Pokemon. The highly anticipated Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Almia will offload onto U.S. shores on November the 10th.
okay.
To recap, Another
Ich
new
dachte jetzt schon, es
Guitar
kommen neue
Hero
Pokémon-Teile
coming to
raus.
DS. A custom Spore coming to DS. And new Pokemon too. And make no mistake, the appeal of DS extends to the core as well. We can announce today that a custom version of Grand Theft Auto called Chinatown Wars arrives on DS this winter.
Ah, das ist cool. Aber ist das dann ein
Set in a
3D?
modern-day Liberty City, the game features a custom game engine, new characters, and the same free-ranging gameplay that GTA fans have come to expect. For some time now, Nintendo and our third-party partners have been using the DS to redefine the meaning of video game. And that spirit of invention and reinvention now also applies to the DS itself. Here's what I mean. Now, I'm one of the many people, probably like all you guys, who spend way too much time in airports. And much of that time is already spent on my DS. Currently, I'm playing Animal Crossing.
Ah, gut.
So,
Hab ich
what
keine
if
Ahnung von, bin noch nie
DS
geflogen.
and air travel came together in a different way? For example, when I land, why can't my DS provide information on where I can claim my luggage or the gate for my connecting flight? If I'm staying over, what about the nearest ATM or a Mexican restaurant? This is
Ja,
all being tested.
2008. Ja, wir sind im Jahre 2008.
Another example. How
Das mit
about
dem DS ist,
changing up
ja, ist
your next
nett.
visit to the old ballpark? Well, at Safeco Field in Seattle, fans are already using their DS to check the box scores of other live games, watch highlights,
Oh, gut,
compete
okay, ist
on
wiederum
trivia
cool.
contests
Halt
with
den
other
DS zu
fans in the
benutzen
park.
als
They're even using the
Informationsplattform.
DS touchscreen to order up that Seattle sushi favorite, the Ichi roll. Seriously, they really have that stuff in Seattle. Now, speaking of food, one more idea. Could it be that the DS could even earn a spot in your kitchen?
Ja, ich sag mal so, Nintendo wäre blöd, wenn sie den DS... Der ist ja noch recht jung, der hat ja noch kein Alter. Denk mal, wie lange der Game Boy hielt. Ne? Gut, okay, die ganzen Revisionen, aber der hielt ja auch verdammt lange.
English version arrives here in November. The perfect timing for people like me looking for help with their holiday dinners. Trust me, I'm even worse at cooking than I am at snowboarding. Now, in many ways, the DS may be transforming itself from a great portable device for gamers into a natural companion for everyone. Reggie?
Okay, gut, man hört immer nur DS.
The Nintendo DS
Gibt's auch
with
mal
a fresh
was?
set of eyes.
Neue Software,
Let me
First
build
Party.
on that idea, literally. We all know what this is,
Ja,
and as you may
Wii
have
Remote.
heard, we're about to redefine the Wii Remote thanks to this.
hä?
This small accessory does is make the Wii Remote more precise, more responsive, more intense. It's called Wii Motion Plus.
Okay.
Wii Motion Plus renders every slight shift of your wrist or arm into the gameplay.
Okay.
But as,
Das heißt, es macht
as
die
every game
Wii-Mode noch
player
genauer.
knows, technical advances can be empty promises without outstanding software. So today, we're going to show
Die
you
Wii
how
wird doch,
this
die
worthy
Wii-Mode wird dadurch doch
successor to the
endgültig
Wii
lang.
Remote
Ich mir vorstelle,
comes to
jetzt
life
hier
using a more than worthy
eine Wii-Mode und dann
successor
jetzt kommt noch so ein
to Wii Sports.
dahinter. Ey, das ist doch
Let me
ellenlang.
introduce you to Wii Sports Resort,
Oh,
which is literally
Nice
a
Wii
day
Sports.
at the beach. It generates fun in the sun with a variety of activities, and we're going to show you 3 of them right now on stage. While I have Cammie come out here along with Bill Trinan from our Treehouse group to explain the action, I can tell you that there will be 1 Wii Motion Plus accessory and extended jacket packaged with every Wii Sports Resort. And of course, others will be available separately. So, Cammy, what have you got?
Okay, Reggie, I have got probably the cutest
Dieses
game
Stück
that you have
Hardware,
ever
das darf
seen.
nicht zu teuer sein, weil
Meet my
sonst
little
kauft es
puppy
keiner.
here, Peach,
Wird es separat im Handel
and
geben?
we are
Bestimmt,
going
muss
to
es ja.
play Disc Dog together.
All right, now before you do anything, Cammy, I think what we need to do is let everybody understand here what Wii Motion Plus is all about. Now, if you guys are anything like me, you probably remember the very first time you got your hands on the Wii remote, and that, for me, was a magical moment. And I want you all to prepare yourselves to experience that same thrill again here at E3 this year. Now, you'll notice that as Cammy is subtly rotating her wrist, that precise action is being reflected on screen in real time at the exact angles that she is moving. And as she moves her hand in front of her in space, it knows exactly where her hand is. That's what Wii Motion Plus does. Okay, cool. Cammy, you don't even have to press a button.
Okay.
Just swing your arm to throw the disc.
Der Hund auch wieder
We'll see how your puppy
Okay, let's
responds.
go, girl. Let me do a little, line it up. I was never very good at this, and, up. Oh, go, go. Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Now remember, Cammy, you want to
See,
pay
it's so
attention to that tilt
precise
when
that
you're
it's
throwing.
picking up my bad wrist action. Okay, let's try this again.
Is that the good wrist or the broken wrist?
Well, unfortunately, it was the good one. Okay. Oh, go, girl, go! Yes!
Very nice.
Sehr geil.
Oh, Reggie, you gotta admit, is that the most adorable game you've ever seen?
You know, it's kind of cute, it's kind of okay, but I want to show the group something that's a little bit more my speed.
Okay.
Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Ah,
Look at this.
geil. Wave Race quasi. Nur halt mit Wii-Dingern. Finde ich cool.
You really like that throttle, don't you, Reggie? Oh.
Oh, yes.
Aber es sieht doch recht gut aus. Läuft, also es funktioniert verdammt gut.
Uh-oh, don't miss one.
Oh, back on the course.
Watch out for the roller. Well, I guess you're right, Reggie. That really is more your speed.
You know, guys like power stuff, you know?
Oh, you guys. I like the puppy.
Come on. I think the crowd is going to like being on a you know,
power cruiser.
Power cruiser a lot more than throwing discs to a dog.
You guys are all the same.
Well, obviously, we've got a little dispute here that I think needs some settling. And I think there's no better way to do that than with little old-fashioned sword dueling. What do you say?
Let's go for it.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I'll show you what you'll be doing, okay? All right, let me get started here. Now you hold the Wii remote with both hands, right? Of course, you can chop vertically. Okay.
Geil.
You can chop horizontally. You can chop at any angle you want.
Wenn es gut funktionieren würde.
And in fact, you can block. And all of that is reflected in real
Ein
time.
Bleistift.
And if you're really good, you can sharpen the pencil as well. Okay?
This looks more my speed
I
too,
am
I
so
think.
ready. How often do you get to do this with your boss? No, wait a minute. Okay.
You're
I
gonna
gotta get
switch.
ready.
There you go.
Give me a minute.
You ready, Cammy?
I am so ready.
So now let's see who the true master is.
Okay. Sieht auf jeden Fall sehr spaßig aus.
That was too quick.
That's why they call me the Reginator.
Yeah.
Now, if I just had both wrists working.
You want to go again?
Let's go again.
You want a little more?
Bring it on, baby.
Oh, Reggie. Hat sie doch gewinnen lassen.
Well, it looks like with one match each, we've got a bit of a draw, so we're going to have to let everybody decide which one they prefer on the show floor.
All right.
We may have just seen the birth of the Caminator. I don't know. You know, what we've shown you today is just a small taste of Wii Sports Resort. If you
Ja, aber
stop
wegen
to
nur ein Titel
consider
hole
a
ich mir doch
summer
nicht so ein
vacation,
Klötzchen und das Wii Sports Resort.
other
Wobei, das sieht
activities
echt cool
come to
aus.
mind, and several of them will appear in Wii Sports Resort. But Wii Motion Plus represents a much broader opportunity. It's clear that many developers specializing in virtually every game genre are right now contemplating how to use Wii Motion Plus to further drive player immersion. Obviously, that won't happen instantly. But when the world's best game creators have the chance to work for a while with this new standard in one-to-one motion control, they'll certainly take you deeper than ever before. We began our presentation today with a single image in mind, smiling faces. And we believe there'll be a lot more of them when Wii Sports Resort launches globally next spring. But before we finish today, we want to introduce you to one more experience available this holiday that you'll all be able to play with your current Wii remotes.
Okay.
It's safe to say it will generate a lot of smiles, new smiles, in a whole new way.
Okay, was wird es? Oh. Star Fox? F-Zero? Irgendwas Dunkles auf jeden Fall. Oh, das wird großartig. Davon werden wir noch Jahre erzählen. Hä? Hä? Was ist das denn bitte? Wie das Mi-Publikum abgeht im Hintergrund. Bist fertig?
Please welcome gaming legend Shigeru Miyamoto.
Wii Music also, okay. Ist immer noch dran. Aber die Viecher im Hintergrund sind aber keine Mies. Das sieht schon spaßig aus.
Hello. This year, I would like to introduce you to Wii Music. Bill, please. このゲームはね、Wii の企画を最初立ち上げたときに、Wii スポーツ、それから Wii プレイ、Wii フィットと同時に計画したソフトですね。
This game is one of the titles that we began designing alongside Wii Play, Wii Sports, and Wii Fit when we were first finalizing our plans for Wii.
でリビングでこう家族みんなが年の差も性別も関係なく遊ぶにはやっぱり音楽は欠かせないと思うんですね。
Because if you want something that everyone in the family can enjoy together in the living room, regardless of age or gender, music is a must.
で Wii Music は過去にある一般的な音楽ゲームとは全然違った遊びです。
But Wii Music is a slightly different play experience than you've seen with past music games.
音楽ゲームは普通は画面に出てくる、形や記号にね合わせてボタンを押してそれで、評価をしてもらうゲームが多いんですけども。
Now, most music games typically require you to press buttons with precise timing, matching symbols on screen to earn points and compete for the strongest performance.
Wii Music では楽器を弾けない人とか楽譜が読めない人が、音楽を演奏する楽しみをね味わってもらえるように作りました。
But we've designed Wii Music to allow everyone, including people who can't read music and people who can't play real instruments, to experience the joy of performing music.
で曲を演奏するのにね、あなたは一生懸命ガイドを追いかける必要はないんですね。
Now, there's no need to closely follow any musical notes or rhythm guides in order to play these songs.
で自分が音を鳴らしたいタイミングでその楽器に合わせた身振りをする。それだけで Wii の方が勝手に正しい音を鳴らしてくれます。
All that you have to do is hold the Wii remote and move your hands and your body like you would when playing a real instrument. And the Wii detects that and plays a note for you that matches the song.
でさっきの私の演奏もそうなんですけど、僕はギターは弾くんですけどね、サックスは全く吹けません。
And that's how I was just performing for you. I can play guitar, but I cannot play the sax at all.
で僕がしていたのはWii リモートを構えてサックスを吹いてる気分でボタンを好きなリズムで押してたわけですね。
So I was just holding the Wii remote, pretending like I was playing the sax, and pressing the buttons with a timing of my preference.
で僕はどの音を吹こうかとかね、間違ったらどうしようかとかそういうことを全然心配せずに音楽を楽しみました。
So in this way, I don't have to worry about what do I do if I play the wrong note or if I make a mistake.
さっきF0をイメージしてたんですね。
For those of you who are familiar, this song might sound a little bit familiar. It's from an F-Zero game.
でこのソフトではね、このサックスだけじゃなくて50種類を超えるいろんな楽器がその楽器に合わせた振りで弾けることができるんですね。
In Wii Music, you're going to be able to play over 50 different instruments just by moving your body.
ピアノです。
So, for example, the piano.
わかりますね。
Just like that.
バイオリンはねちょっと凝ってるんですよ。
And the violin is a slightly more unique instrument. You hold the strings with your left hand, press the buttons to sound the notes. And the bigness of the motion of your right hand adjusts the volume of those notes.
こうですね。
Just like this.
ギターはこんな感じです。
Of course, guitar, you play like you would a real guitar.
ミュートですね。
You can pluck.
フラットできる。
You strum.
こんな感じです。それから、パーカッションもあります。
Okay, das ist so typisch japanisch, diese großen Trommeln.
Ma こんなね、それからさっき後ろでドラムを叩いてくれたのはプロのドラマーのラビーさんなんですけどもね。
And of course, behind me here, we have a professional drummer who's been performing for us this morning. His name is Ravi Drums.
で彼が今使ってるのはWii Fit のバランスWiiボードを使ったね、ドラムのフットペダルのついたフルセットです。シミュレーターです。
What he's playing is a separate mode that uses the Wii balance board to activate the drum pedals, creating a complete drum simulator.
レッスンがついてるのでね、本当に誰でも数週間でドラムが叩けるようになるという。
And this mode also includes lessons, which means that anybody, even you, can learn to play the drums in just a few weeks.
でラビさん、昨日練習しただけでも随分と快適に弾きこなしてますけどね。
In fact, Ravi only started practicing just yesterday, and as you can see, he's already gotten quite good.
さて、覚えておられる方もあると思いますけれども、2年前に僕はここでオーケストラの指揮をしました。
I'm sure some here in the audience this morning remember, but 2 years ago on this stage, I conducted an orchestra.
なんかインターネットではこう下手とか言われたんですけどね。
Many of you on the internet said I was pretty bad.
でこのオーケストラのゲームもね、その他にこうハンドベルのゲームとか、それから音を当てるゲームとか、いろんなゲームと一緒にこの Wii Music の中に入っています。
So we've included in Wii Music both this orchestra game and some other modes like a handbell choir and some note matching games as well.
だからさっき演奏を評価するゲームじゃないって言ったんですけども、逆にミュージックビデオが作れるんですね。
And while I said earlier, Wii Music isn't a game that's going to evaluate your performance, what it will do is record videos of your performances.
でこのモードではなんか一人でこう何役もこなした自分のミュージックビデオを作ることもできます。
And in fact, one player can play and record each individual part in a song and create their own unique music video.
じゃあそれでね、みんなで今日は演奏してみたいと思うんですけどね。
But since we have everyone here this morning, I thought it might be nice if we played a song for you.
6人の編成バンドなんですけど、4人で演奏ができます。
Now the bands have 6 different parts, but you play with up to 4 players simultaneously.
それから今日は特別にダビさんのドラムも入ってもらいましょう。
And for our special presentation this morning, Ravi will join us on the drums.
じゃあジャムの紹介をしてください。
Joining in the band will be Nintendo of America's Vice President of Corporate Affairs, Ms. Denise Kegler, on the marimba, along with our all-star treehouse horn section.
Okay. Jetzt sind aber 5 Leute auf der Bühne.
Everybody ready?
Achso, der eine spielt nicht mit, okay.
僕は何にしようかな。僕はカウベルしか残ってないです。
Looks like all that's left for me is the cowbell.
じゃあ行きますね。
Okay. Die Kuhglocke.
Right. Bring the house down, guys.
Oh je. Okay. Fremdschämen ist erwünscht. Ja.
What we've tried to do today, as Mr. Iwata said, is to look forward to a place where gamers are more engaged, more enriched, and even more enthused in their experiences.
Consider the possibilities. Snowboarding on the Wii balance board. Yes,
Okay, jetzt wird doch nochmal zusammengefasst.
Using Wii Speak to talk live worldwide with friends as they arrive electronically in your Animal Crossing.
Gut funktioniert.
Even using the new Wii Motion Plus as a sword to help your boss feel better about himself. There's no question that games can and will engage us in new and more compelling ways. And there is only one place where high-profile games like Guitar Hero, Star Wars, Rayman, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and Spore can be found right alongside unique franchises like Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and now Wii Sports Resort and Wii Music. Nintendo simply brings more smiles.
Ja gut, das Wii Sports finde ich wiederum gut. Das Wii Music können die sich... Ich glaube, das wird nicht gut ankommen. Animal Crossing ist auch so ein Nischending. Wobei es hat sich auf dem DS verdammt gut verkauft. Ja, gucken.
We've all heard the same word. Fad. Well, that was never a fact, even if it was a real hope for some people. I'm here today to tell you that fad is no longer operable. It's inevitable when the paradigm shifts, imitation is just around the corner. Consequently, the only way to preserve your advantage is to create new advantages. If you've positively disrupted an entertainment industry so well that both current and new consumers all say, yeah, I like that, then the next challenge is to disrupt your own thinking. The fact is that Mr. Iwata and Mr. Miyamoto have built a company in perpetual pursuit of that one thing, the next advantage. Not just the evolution in look, but the revolution in feel. This week, you'll feel the next steps.
Okay, jetzt wohl der Sound wieder ein bisschen schlechter.
To keep you smiling.
Ah, besser.
Thanks for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you over the next few days.
Wie, das war's? Echt jetzt? Dafür bin ich so früh aufgestanden. Ja gut. Das war's dann wohl mit der Pressekonferenz 2018. 8. Jetzt habe ich auch schon die 10 drin. Mann, Käse nochmal. Ja, keine Ahnung. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Würde ich mal sagen, ne? Weil das war ja jetzt wohl irgendwie ein gewaltiger Schuss in den Ofen für Nintendo. Aber ich habe ja heute Morgen schon erzählt, ich habe so ein schwarzes Kästchen bekommen von irgendeinem Typen mit einem langen Mantel und einer Kapuze. Ich konnte sein Gesicht nicht erkennen. Der hat mir dieses Ding mitgebracht. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was das Ding kann. Da steht Wii U drauf. Wahrscheinlich Wii umgebaut. Und da sind ein paar Spiele drauf. Unter anderem, glaube ich, auch ein Spiel dabei, was heute präsentiert worden ist. Und das werde ich euch einfach mal zeigen. Und ja, in der Zwischenzeit, wir machen Pause, weil eine volle Stunde. Machen kurz Pipi-Pause. Und dann sind wir gleich wieder da mit frischem Kram. Nicht erschrecken, der Bildschirm wird jetzt gleich schwarz sein. Liegt daran, ich habe nichts vorbereitet. Das ist wieder so 0815 improvisiert. Ich bin ja froh, dass das Stream jetzt ein bisschen stabiler läuft als das letzte Mal. Und ich kann es euch auch mal im Vollbild zeigen. Deswegen kurze Pause und dann sehen wir uns mit einem Spiel, wenn ich dann die schwarze Kiste irgendwie angeschlossen kriege an meinen neuen Fernseher. Das wird noch interessant. In dem Sinne, bis gleich.